Well, the 7.3 swapped F350, aka the F300, is once again many more steps closer to being a running and driving truck. Well, mainly the running part. I'll tell you about the driving part in a second. There's just a few things left under the hood that needs to be done. The serpentine belt obviously still needs to be put back on, but all the accessories are there and mounted. The airbox is back in, along with the rest of the intake and charge pipes. The ABS module is mounted with all of the brake lines. Of course, the core support, along with the radiator and the intercooler and the AC condenser, transcooler and the power steering cooler down on the bottom. All of the AC stuff is bolted up. And we're pretty much lacking fluids and batteries, and this thing should fire up. Now, when it comes to the driving part, we do have a front drive shaft installed because that lined up nicely. But none of the combinations of rear drive shafts we have is going to work. This is the shaft out of this truck when it had a 6-liter and an automatic trans, and it is about 1.25 inches too long, both at the rear mounting spot and where the carrier bearing sits. And this is the front shaft out of the 7.3. It was actually behind an automatic, but it fit with the ZF6 too. And you can see the difference I'm talking about. So we were just going to use this one because it's shorter, obviously, with this rear piece. As you can see, where the slip joints are completely different. The 7.3 has the U-joint on this side of the slip joint. The 6-liter has the U-joint on this side of the slip joint, so that's not going to work. So we're fairly confident that we need a 7.3 ZF6 4-wheel drive long bed drive shaft, and it should fit right in here. But it is what it is. We also got a new exhaust installed from the rear all the way up to the downpipe. We still need to cut the excess off. And we also got a lot of work done on the interior. As you can see, the dash and the carpet is obviously back in it, along with the rear seat to pin the carpet down. And the dash is actually more than just sitting in there. Cade got all of the wiring on that side all plugged back in and mounted, along with the steering column, obviously, and the pillar and gauges. And then I got all of the wiring ran up into it. The 6-channel and remote for the system, and the 2 purples for the rear sliding window, which I'm going to build a little relay harness off of the factory pedal switch because, well, we're not going to use this. And it's a perfect 3-way switch, so we don't have to add another one. So like I said, there's been a tremendous amount of progress made. The rear drive shaft is kind of a stupid problem. But we are getting really close to getting this thing finished. Hopefully in the next coming days we can get everything in the front all finished up so we can try to start it. So make sure you follow if you want to see us get this thing running.